A 13-year-old girl is back home in Texas after authorities in North Carolina say they found her locked in a shed belonging to a man that she had met online. Here to answer questions is Dr. Jean Berezin, a psychiatrist and executive director of the Clay Center for Young Healthy Minds at Mass General. Thanks so much for joining us, Doctor.
Thanks for having me.
So we know well that the phrase every parent's nightmare is probably overused, but this situation truly is one. According to police, the girl was chatting online with a person who turned out to be a 34-year-old man, and then he allegedly drove 1,000 miles to her neighborhood in Dallas. Today, he's charged with kidnapping and raping a child. So what can parents learn from this case about those online interactions?
I think the most important thing that parents and kids can learn is proper use of social media. And that means understanding the risks as well as the benefits, but mostly the risks and how to avoid them. And some of this means not giving out personal information, having a personal profile, never giving your age, phone number, or any identifying information, and using pretty strict controls. And this is one of many, many ways that we need to harness the digital media to make it safe for everyone.
Yeah, well, and many parents, that they don't want to scare their kids. They want to protect their innocence for as long as they can. But is there a point or even a recommended age? Maybe you just need to, kind of gauge maturity level, but that a child needs to know how dangerous the world can be.
I think that's true. I think that should begin young, frankly, certainly by 5 or 6 when kids are going to preschool and kindergarten. But, kids need to know that they're loved, that the world is a safe place. We don't want to scare them about the world, but we want to know that there are dangers in the world, that we're here to protect them. We love them. And then I would ask them, what do you think is dangerous? And it'll be very different for different kids of different ages. But then you can actually have discussions and frequent conversations about dangers as they grow up.
Well, as you know, a lot of kids have phones, especially starting around, 4th, 5th, 6th grade. But a lot of parents don't really know how they use them. So what steps should parents take to find out?
First, parents need to educate themselves and become digital media literate. And that means understanding privacy settings, and do it with the whole family. Have conversations about the use of the phone. Find out what apps your kids are using and watch them with them. Learn about parental controls, because some kids are going to need the parental controls, while other kids may not. But have conversations, talk about security, talk about safety, talk about how you can use it for learning and for social gatherings and for support, and how to protect yourself and others through privacy. Many apps have privacy controls. Some are better than others, but they're also, for some kids who are really impulsive, they need to have the parents actually take control. So, most parents know their kids. You're the expert on your kids, and work with them and the rest of your family to set proper limits and set controls, and do this as an ongoing project.
All right, Dr. Jean Berezin with Mass General. Doctor, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Doctor.